Smoke. There may be, there may not be. Similarly, this is the smoke, called the world, called the seven colors, called the names and forms. So there must be a cause. What is that conscious cause? What is that material and efficient cause of all this that we are experiencing? There must be. Scriptures are continuously saying, you are that spirit, that self, that infinite reality. So instead of playing a game within the mind of working everything out, hold that thought that I am that. I am that reality. And what is the consequence of saying that I am that reality? Then allow it to reveal. Or till then, whatever needs to be worked out, that then the thought will come, oh, I have to drop the world, otherwise how will I think about the self? No, you don't have to drop the world to think about the self. You don't have to drop anything. You just shift the attention to the self. Everything else will get dropped, isn't it? How does it get dropped by itself? Just like you cannot go to sleep and become a sleeper by dropping the waker. Sleep takes over and the waker gets dropped, isn't it? When you go to sleep, sometimes maybe you want to sleep, but suddenly in between dream comes. In dream, you are not deciding that you are going to give up the dream and you want to go back to sleep. You want to go into a deep sleep state. Yes, the intention was when you were awake of going into deep sleep. So that intention is still there. But when you go from the waker to the dreamer to the deep sleeper, it happens, isn't it? Same thing is here also. You shift the attention to the self. Automatically everything. That's the intention. All you can do is put an intention. Before you came here, you put the intention, I need to get to the satsang. That's the only choice we have, to put intention. And now it is your intention whether, oh, I think I must contemplate it after I get home. Then if that is the intention, that is how it will work out for you. If the intention is, I must be available right here and now, and it will happen to me right now. Keep the intention. Maybe it doesn't, just like you put the intention, I must go to sleep right now. And you go to bed. Going to bed does not mean you have, intention took you to bed. But going to bed does not mean you have slept. Closing your eyes does not mean you have slept. Dreaming does not mean you have slept. When you are deep sleep, it means you have slept, but you don't know that you are sleeping. So the intention was there, but the process happened by itself, isn't it? Same way we put the intention. When? Now. About what? That I am the Aham Brahmasmi. I am that reality. I am that absolute, which is independent of the dreamer, deep sleeper and waker. I am cause of all the causes. I am that in whom no duality is possible. Even this thought, I am Brahman, will be obsolete once it happens. Why once it happens? In me. That even that thought should not be there. And that you put the intention and allow the life to, there is no process required, but as long as the mind feels there is some process, it has to work itself out, empty itself out, isn't it? So vilasoyam, vilasa is the sport. So this sport of this, the waking dream, deep sleep, and the sporting in the dream world and the deep sleep world and the waking world, it is all nothing but an expression of this one reality. It's a sport of the reality, and that reality I am. Jnana jnane cha pashyati, jnana jnane cha pashyati, that the knowledge and ignorance, or consciousness and matter, the interaction between these two is seen as the sport. And then it is the interplay between the two. And jnana jnane parityajya. And when these two, what? The consciousness and the matter. So what is the matter? For the waker, the consciousness, matter will be the waking world. The dreamer, the consciousness, the dream world is the matter. And for deep sleeper, the consciousness, deep sleep world is the matter. When both of them are dropped, because both are mutually depending upon each other. When the dreamer, deep sleeper and waker, and the dream world, the waking world and the deep sleep world are dropped in toto, completely, then jnanam evavashishyate, then the self reveals. See, this is the impact, this is the conclusion of contemplation on the previous verse. Om Bhurbhuva Swa Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. When? Not in the afternoon, not in the night. Prata Smaranam, early in the morning. Why? At that time the self is plentifully available. It is available all the time. But at that particular moment, before the world has entered into the mind, or the self has started becoming the knower and known, the experiencer experienced, the consciousness and matter, before that multiplication has started, when 42 minutes or 40 minutes before the sunrise, every morning, grasp that moment. It is most conducive. So if someone tells you that, hey, 10 o'clock is a good time to sleep in the morning, even if you like to, sometimes you can't go to sleep, isn't it? Why? It is not conducive. If someone says, hey, let's have a wonderful heavy meal and let's go to sleep, you can't. Immediately after. For some people, let's have a espresso coffee and then let's go to sleep. Can you? It is not conducive. Temple is a conducive place where you can quieten your mind. Discotheque is a conducive place where you can exhaust yourself by dancing. Restaurant is a conducive place where you can go for dinner. You cannot have dinner in a temple. No, I went for dinner where? In the Sanctum Sanctorium. Not a conducive place, isn't it? So everything in relativity, there is time and place for everything, isn't it? Now let's have a satsang where we are on a bicycle going from Glen Waverley to airport. And we are, let's have a satsang. That's not a conducive place. So everything has there is a time and place. Similarly, for meditation also there is a time and place. And what is the most conducive time? 40 minutes before sunrise.